ancestors came from this system. From Havarl. It looks so small from here. Sending the nav point for Darpalev. That's where the Moshai's team should be. It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Bringing us in.
Full of life. Maybe there are golden worlds out here after all.
It is beautiful. But the wilds can also be deadly.
None of these readings show any change. How could there not be a change? Jarl, what are you doing here, in the company of these people?
Kiran, this is Pathfinder Ryder, from a long way away. Ryder, Kiran Dowles, lead scientist at Darpalev.
I am honored to meet you, as a representative of the Andromeda Initiative.
Are all their people this formal?
I don't think so. Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of Remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
I know how to work Remnant tech. I can help you.
Ryder has seen a vault and apparently reset it. Somehow.
Ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. But if you think the alien can help, I'll set skepticism aside. The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again.
So sorry I haven't been talking much. I know it's been like a lot of story, so I didn't want to just kind of butt in and interrupt it. But yeah, hopefully there will be a lot more. Oh, what is this? Oh, this was the other people. But there should be a lot more action now. 'Cause I'm sure there's going to be some fighting in this area, in this part of the mission. So we'll see.
Watch out for Rokar and Garen fanatics that hate aliens. That means you.
Charm. Ming. Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
Don't stay here, visitor. It's not safe, and I can't be responsible for you. You should have warned me you were coming.
What caused these fires? Is there an emergency?
This Dar used to be a much larger settlement. Wildlife overtook it, destroyed above and below. Plant roots ruptured an underground fuel pipeline. A stray spark lit these fires.
What are you doing here?
Making sure the fires don't get worse. I'm a surveyor and engineer from the station. I need to divert fuel from the pipes buried here, and will cut off the flames eventually.
I'll get going. Be careful.
You too, Ishari. That went well.
Slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
Let's be careful around the native flora, okay, everyone?
I'm gonna guess those mushrooms aren't edible.
Alright, so that was nice and enjoyable. I still need to find an ammo crate. I don't know why the hint popped up for it if there isn't one here. At least not that I've seen.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be.
We gotta do this stupid hieroglyph crap again.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
Reading of the monitors and... Scatting stars. What? Who are you? How did...
Pathfinder Ryder, with the Andromeda Initiative. I'm... from another galaxy. Take a moment. Find your bearings.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal? Do none of you remember getting frozen? Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on. We should make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from. This SAM of yours, in your head, how is it allowing you to interface with the Remnant?
Sam helps with analysis and translation, among other things. It's complicated.
You don't feel any different?
I don't think so. Why? Do you?
My mind feels clouded, but I don't know if I'm just tired.
What do you mean, grey, spiky aliens? Ket?
No. These were different. We were doing a survey of the area and saw them. Before the freeze.
You mean Turians? You saw Turians?
Why don't you and Torvar talk about that later? Right now, I want to thank you for saving my team.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your SAM should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest? Kieran, I've been thinking. If Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop Havarl's decline?
Havarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time. And don't forget to talk to Torvar about those. What did you call them? Turians?
Alright, so we got that done. Sorry that my microphone ends up staying unmuted for a little while. I don't know if you guys heard me taking a sip of my water, but it's kind of weird. I don't know why it kept staying on like that. I kept muting it, but I kind of...
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Alright, so this is kind of to anyone new to my channel, new to the Mass Effect series, or even old to my channel or the Mass Effect series. I've kind of decided silently that I'm going to be making this more about the story. Now, I'm one person that if I'm watching a video and, you know, I really just want to get into the story, I don't want to hear a lot of the commentary coming from the person playing the game. And that's kind of how I've been doing this. I guess maybe it's like a subconscious thing that I've just been deciding not to talk all that much. But then again, there's just a lot of story going on, a lot of conversations. So it's kind of hard for me to fit in any of my own commentary anyway. But I guess I've just really decided that a lot of this is going to be about the story. So I'm not, I mean, if you come here for me, I appreciate that. I'm actually really grateful for that. But I think a lot of this series especially is going to be based more around the actual game, the story, and all the dialogue coming from the characters as opposed to dialogue coming from me. Just because, oh man, these things would go invisible. What the hell is that? Oh my god. But yeah, just Mass Effect's really a game about story. Like, there's a lot of things going on with the story, so I think it's just probably better for me to go on ahead and leave it to that.
Enemies! Kieran Dahl said something about fish and gems to me. What was that all about?
In an ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. Meaning your success with Remnant is probability, not skill. As the number of cases approaches infinity, the unlikeliest outcomes become likely.
Oh. Thought it might have been something like that.
Ryder! Roka!
What are they doing out here?
Those are Natana's uniforms, Pathfinder.
Centurion Arc?
Teamwork. More hostiles!
Shot to the gut. Painful.
I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is trying.
Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military?
A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years.
So you're used to being above the law.
Well, good thing there are no laws in Andromeda, huh? The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanus hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here.
What happened? Where's the Ark?
No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod.
A fall like that should have killed you.
Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our Pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where.
He hasn't made it back to the Nexus.
Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now.
We need every Pathfinder we can get.
The debris and stasis pods from Natanus are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something.
You go left, I go right?
Something like that. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.